A lot of people had the misconception that you need 10 to 15 extracurricular activities to get into the Ivy League, but they're all wrong. So today I'm going to tell you how to structure your list of extracurriculars, and if you're just starting out, how to start creating these Ivy League level extracurriculars so you don't see a wall of rejection letters by the end of high school. And if you stick to the end, you'll learn the one mistake that prevents so many students from getting to their dream school. Now, the typical student going through high school probably heard the advice of do volunteering. It shows how much you care about the community. Join clubs. It shows you're involved in school. Play a sport. It shows that you're not only good at academics, but also physical activities. This advice isn't wrong per se, but it's too general. It's too watered down. It's like asking a millionaire how to get rich and they'll just answer with choose one thing and work hard at it. Again, they're not wrong, but because they're trying to address so many people with one piece of advice, it gets too general and in turn becomes pretty much useless. Don't believe me? Then try to think of your classmates at school. How many of them that actually care about college admissions do volunteering, are in a club, and do sports? Probably a shit ton of them. The key to getting into the Ivy League is to differentiate yourself. If your application is a carbon copy of 100,000 other students, what would make them choose you? Like, think about it. If you were in their position, going through application after application with only just like a few GPA points differing them all, you wouldn't choose you either. This leads them to accept applicants based on essays because there's more variety in their writing rather than a whole application. But we don't want someone's opinion on your essay be the sole reason why you get in or not. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. Now, if you're in the final stages of your high school career and you're just about to submit your applications, there isn't much you can do other than reordering your list of extracurriculars from most impactful to least impactful. Now, why am I telling you to do this? It's because there were 250,436 applicants to UC schools just last year. You think they're going to read through all 10 activities for all 250,436 applicants? I don't think so. The first look at the mountain of applications is going to be quick. Too quick for them to actually take their time and read through them properly. So you need to leave an impactful first impression so you can avoid getting your application tossed out in the first round. If you don't wow them, let alone grab their attention when they take a glance at your application, it's over for you. So see what activities you would keep if you're only asked to keep 3 activities. This lets you think of the most important things that best represent you and your achievements. But if you're not confident in how you order them or just want someone with experience to take a look at them for you, click the link in the description to get a free application review from me personally. And like I said, it's completely free. Now, if you got some time before you submit these applications, let me show you how to create these Ivy League level extracurriculars that can make a huge difference for you. But before I tell you how to create these impactful extracurriculars, you first have to know the one mistake that most students make. And this single mistake that gets so many applicants thrown to the side is because they're building horizontally, not vertically. Let me explain. Since most people only know volunteering, participating in a club, or playing sports, all they can do to differentiate themselves is to do more of it. Why? Because they don't have the perspective to do other things. If a dog were to be trained to roll over and sit, all it could do is roll over and sit. And I know it's quite a harsh comparison, but it's the same for us too. Because if all we've ever been told was volunteering, participate in a club, and play sports, that's all we would do. Volunteer, join a club, and play sports. Let's dig further into this. Consider 2 construction workers. The first one learns how to create sheds and he just sticks at that. He creates 100 sheds, as many as he can. While the second construction worker sharpens his skills and learns new techniques to build houses, office buildings, and eventually sharpens his craft to build skyscrapers. Now think to yourself, what would be more impressive? The one who stuck with the basic shit and did a lot of it, or someone who went out of their way to expand their horizons and create something exceptional? If you've reached this part of the video, let me know by commenting the word consistency and I'll be sure to respond to every single one of you guys. And consider subscribing and help a small channel out. If you want to build this skyscraper in the first place, you have to find something that isn't as basic as volunteering for a shitty club. Differentiate it, even if it's just slightly. So instead of volunteering for a super popular club that everybody knows of, maybe try creating your own club for a specific cause and start recruiting your own volunteers. Instead of joining a computer science club, maybe try starting a personal project with a group of friends. Make it fun, make it enjoyable, or else you won't go far with it. But just because you have something a little different doesn't mean that that's all there is to creating an impactful extracurricular activity. It has to prove its impactfulness through metrics. Whether it's the number of users on your app that you coded or the number of hours that your volunteering club did, it has to show a quick snapshot of the level of impact your activity had on your community. Admissions officers wouldn't care if you created your own app, but it had 0 downloads. Because who knows, it could have just been a shitty app just for the sake of putting on an application. So prove yourself and your work with metrics that can be measured. And that's it. Again, if you want a free application review, click the link in the description. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.